Alright, so hey there guys, this is Sketchy. Today I'm doing something a little different. As you can see, I have Dragon Warrior up. This is post audio, because I think it just kind of fits better because I'm going to be jumping around, skipping a bunch of these games. Basically what I wanted to do is I wanted to start playing through what is probably my favorite game series of all time. And that is, of course, Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest. And the and I, the reason this got me in, the reason I want to play this is this really got me into role-playing games in general. You see me starting out the game here. So I just wanted to talk about some things. I wanted to explain exactly what I'm going to be doing. Essentially, my plan is to play through the game. If you see any parts where the screen just completely stops, it's because I was doing something else on my computer. I understand that the quality for the first couple episodes isn't going to be the best, because I'm still kind of fidgeting with it, but I will get it going. And so I started out playing Dragon Quest when I was I can't remember. I think I was 9, 10. 7 is when I first started the main series, and I started out with the Monster series. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing through the game here. For the first episode, sort of for time, and just so I could just talk about stuff really. I am going to be showing you like some of my grinding, and that's something I'm going to try and avoid doing. For the most part, is in this game I'm doing a lot of grinding. I probably don't even need to do near as much as I'm going to do, but because I am playing on an emulator and I do have the speed button, it makes grinding so easy, so simple to do, that I'm just gonna do it, make my playthrough as almost easy mode, just grind up in the starting area until I can get the best item, grind up until I think I don't leave the starting area till I'm like level 5. I already have heal and fireball, which you'll see coming up. So right now here I am talking to the king. He's basically explaining, as I understand and remember, that Draco Lord, and this is the very first game in the series. So Draco Lord has arisen, and you can probably read it if you can read fast enough, because I didn't even read it. But Draco Lord appears, and he is basically a threat to the kingdom. He was last sealed away by your character's ancestor. I think it's Lodo in this translation. So I'm just here grabbing the stuff. I can't remember what I was doing at that point to make it pause there. Then you just go around, ask people about things. And he mentions Lady Laura, who, if I remember correctly, is the princess that I'll be rescuing later on. And the funny thing about that is I recently replayed through Dragon Warrior Monsters, and if anyone's played that, they probably know that in Dragon Warrior Monsters you will, if you haven't played the core series, but you've played Dragon Warrior Monsters, you know that one of the first dungeons is the Green Dragon. And the thing that and this is basically my point of view, is I didn't know anything about this. So I fight the Green Dragon, don't think anything of it. I fight the Battle Rex, don't think anything of it. I'll fight like the Golem and the Berserker Knight. Well, people who have actually played the main series, which I later learned, is that the first Dragon Warrior Monsters was based very heavily off of the other games to some degree or another. Many of the levels are taken directly from the main series of games. For instance, you will fight the Green Dragon in this game. You will fight the Golem. You will fight the Mad Knight or Berserker Knight, something along those lines. And then even further on in the series, up to 6, is when you fight Battle Rex. And even the main character of monsters is taken from the 6th game in the series. So right here, I'm just basically exploring the castle, trying to find all the goodies I can before I leave. I don't think there were many now that I think about it. So I basically am just wandering around talking to people. And the reason this was, this game got me really big into the series. Not this game specifically. I'll definitely touch on that later on when I get through playing some more. But the first game I ever played was, as I said, Monsters, and you're gonna see me fuck around here for a little bit trying to figure out how to get to this little side room, because I saw it for a moment and I don't know how quite to get there. So I'm trying to find the edges. Talk to this person because I haven't talked to them yet. But as I was saying, Monsters really got me into the series and role-playing in general. And then my first game was 7, and it's a game that I didn't actually beat until very, very recently, which is surprising. Like, I think it was last year or the year before I finally just sat down and finished the game. And there's various things behind that, but it's going to be a long series, and if I decide to play through it all, I got a lot to talk about. But right now, I am just going around talking to these random people. And there's not a lot to comment on. I think they're just giving general information of what the situation is. Here you'll see me just kind of try to get through there. Maybe I can sneak it past, but no, the edge is at the very edge. Try circling around, maybe that's it. I think I do need the key, and one of the locked rooms is where that is. So I come in here, I buy the club, I think it is. Yep, because the club's the only thing I can afford right now. And I was contemplating just saving up for the sword. Straight off the bat, just going out wailing on some slimes with just the sword. And I decided that was probably ill-advised. I was 10 short there. Decided not to buy the cloth. And then I go around, I start exploring this little town. Another locked door here, so I can't get through that. This guy back here who... Okay, he's explaining that the search party who was searching for the lady was wiped out. Oh. That explains a little bit. I'm going to go back onto that. Because I have played through. I'm doing this after playing like an hour and a half. And so when I start my next recording, that's exactly where I'm going. Because I need a harp. That's one of the benefits of doing post-production stuff. I can learn stuff just by looking through my playback. So I need to get the lotto seal, and I don't quite know off the top of my head how to get that. Just to prove to him, and I don't know if that actually does anything. Probably doesn't. There's apparently a town somewhere that sells keys. I didn't think you were Lady Laura. Thank you. And now I have this little tag along. I don't remember what I was doing. I think someone messaged me and I paused to look at that. So I buy the D scale, and I'm still not even sure exactly what it is. I'm gonna look that up because it's equipped, or I got it and I equipped it, and I don't quite know what it is. I'm gonna look that up shortly after doing this. Now I'm just kind of looking around. You notice that the girl has left me. She got bored of me. And I think right there I'm messing around with the, I didn't even know I could use the field log. Messing around with the controls because I haven't played this in a very long time, and usually opening the menu for Dragon Quest games is linked to the A button, but for some reason in this one it's linked to the B, or my controls are just backwards. Both of those are highly likely, but I'm fairly certain it's linked to the B in this game. Explore the inn a little bit, and looking at the time, you might barely get some of my grinding session going. Okay, this guy is simply explaining that bridges are sort of the level gaps, so to speak, and you will see that later on how I go one bridge too far and things get a little more difficult for me. So I head out here. And right here, there's going to be a bit of a transition. Oh, don't go to sleep on me. And that's because I had paused the game and stepped away for a bit. You're also seeing my mouse on the side and also on the screen where I'm tweaking it a little bit. And that's because I started the recording and then I adjusted it as opposed to testing it beforehand. So that's something I need to work on. Yeah, from here I head out of the town and then I just start grinding like crazy. Essentially all I'm doing is I'm just walking back and forth holding on to the speed button on the emulator and just mashing A as fast as I can. This makes things go so much faster, so much simpler. And it just makes one of the dullest parts of many JRPGs just go by so much faster, and that's what makes these games really tolerable for the early ones, or for ones that you've already played through. Just being able to speed through it, lightning fast. Oh, here's your level. Have a nice day. That just makes things so much easier. So I believe I am heading up to the end of this recording. So I'd just like to say thank you guys for watching. If support me in any way possible. I really would like to just get your feedback, if anything. If you give me nothing else, leave a comment, leave a like or a dislike, so that I can know what to do, what not to do, what I can improve on. If for my currently very few subscribers, for those that are just visiting the page, visiting my channel for the first time, um, I appreciate every bit of help you can give me. Um, so I'm just gonna let this finally play out. Until then, guys, um, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. So until then, game on.